Well met. Walk with the earth.
Hey, Fred Sydney, thank you so much for the follow. Across to our scene, and we'll be going live on TikTokers. Start out. Oh. Okay. That's working. Great. Alright. I think that means we can get into it, Doctor. You ready? Still on. A couple of blokes to sell. Running to the fire apparently. Level 11 at the moment.
Hey.
We're gonna go do the quest for our bear form.
Wind will be at your back. Hail. Farewell. Well met.
Teach me.
We shall meet again.
What quest have we got? Let's do the big one. Reckon? Oh, we're there.
I am honored.
It's easy, we just gotta go track down the bear spirit. Hey, and I dinged. 12.
Go in peace.
Brute Mark of the Wild for now. but I will be concentrating on the feral combat tree. There are some from other talent tree specializations I'll throw them in, but as we go along, but largely when I get my feral forms up to scratch for leveling. New stuff to learn. Druid trainer when we get back to. Be good if you got flight form and like one of these. So the Raven. No, he's up here somewhere. Well, here there. Asking his questions. It's going to come up that I've completed the quest. Turn it in, and instead of catching a flight back, I'm going to Earth to a village. I think I've got a couple of quests to do. Oh, that's a pretty wing. So yeah. Yeah. I think instead of going straight into Thunderbluff to turn this quest in back, I may go up and do Rite of Wisdom. And there's another quest I can pick up just outside to kill some of the battle balls there. Do that straight away. That way I'm going back into Thunderbluff. 2 quests, not just the one. But I don't want to be stuck on a 8-minute flight. Oh, such a pretty wing.
Farewell. May the stars guide you.
Wings a good stretch? Yeah, yeah.
What brings you here?
Big growth.
Ancestors watch over you.
Now top. Curious boy, aren't you? Love to come these guys at some point. We'll do that off stream. Probably after the server reset tonight. Come in. Where's that? West? Right. And they're not going to use much XP, but... Oh. Like seeing iPad when you're sitting there playing that cat game on the mobile. Mouse and fly. Yeah. Pretty weird. West. Yeah, it's just over here. Oh. Sweet. Sorry, mine.
Hail, may the eternal sun shine upon
Someone's been up here and killed a heap of stuff. Cool for me. Well, I still have to kill them, but at least I don't have to worry about getting mobbed by a heap of them. Jump over there if you want. by one.
I need more mana.
Really? Scariest you told me. Words. Always my shoulder. Budgies.
My mana is low.
Get better for me. Now. I know it's only 3 extra armor, but if it counts, yeah. That's why you're showing a few. I don't have any health. Play some off. Huh? Like you're pretty. Huh? That's all of them I need. Okay. Huh? Two.
My mana is low. Ah, I've been expecting.
Got the other one broke at me. Went so well. Up there. guys around the well, and grab the magic totem there. Go up and hand some quests in Thunderbluff before I go do the bear form quest, and then the one in the cave up here.
I need more mana. Not enough mana.
I'm gonna take on 3 of these.
Thinking about why I'm so low.
I don't have a target.
Even when I've got 'cause I take one step in a spiral.
Wasn't expecting it to pull 2 level 10s with it.
Wanna break out but not able. I'm laying down in the dirt. Maybe I just need some time to pull myself together. I don't lost it ever.
This is tough.
I'm staring down at the empty, so full of regret. 'Cause I know for sure you won't find me if you can't see me yet. So I leave your calls on the table, 'cause I can't find any words to tell you I'm not the one you thought would be there for you. Maybe I just need some time to find myself. Yeah, I don't really feel like will somebody save me? 'Cause I'm feeling like will I be alright someday?
Elevate. Good evening, everybody. upper level. Two. So far. Lots of showing off there.
I am Cairn, chief of the Blood Wolf Forum.
Go turn this in. Got the quest to get our bear form. Do that and back.
How? Be careful. Go in peace. Greetings.
So hunt down Chiga.
Winds be at your back.
Clipboard.
Well met. Go in peace.
Back over. Yeah, decided he wanted to climb up there for a second. I can get him. There we go. Gotta put my headphones back on. I'm not the biggest fan. They're on now. Happy enough. You have fun climbing up there? Fine. I wouldn't mind coming across Mazaranchi here. Killing it at the moment. Spotted it the other day. Got the ghost wall covers. Oh, there's XP from that. Can't have that one.
For the Horde!
Hey, JJ Mac, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Say thank you. How's it going? Vendor a lot of this stuff off. That'll be an upgrade considering I've still got the one from the starter area. I didn't get any drop. Items. Whisper.
The winds guide you. We shall meet again.
Have I learnt two-handed maces yet? Yes. Silver's well spent.
Greetings, travelers. Be careful.
Okay. Thanks, J.A. Mac. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's normally not on stream with me, but when I went to put him into his little, he has a little secure area he normally puts himself in at night. Decided he didn't want to climb in there. He's being a bit clingy tonight, so figured if he's happy to sit here, he's welcome to. Been practicing his speaking a lot today. So he's still, he's a closet speaker, he won't speak if anyone's holding him or standing right next to him. They have to be in another room or a couple of meters away from him. He has to be distracted, and then he'll start saying all the different things he knows, like he often repeats what a good bird he is, or pretty bird, and he calls out "I love you." There you go. Plays peekaboo, so he flies around the house and finds different areas to hide, and then he sticks his head out and goes peekaboo. Hey, doctor. It's doctor. Peekaboo. Big fan of getting a little bit of a scritch. probably hear him do little chirps. He doesn't often do them when he's on my shoulder. The little chirps are just him imitating or mimicking the budgies that we have. Go. They did go to bed. No problems, Mel. He's a very, very smart bird. Very perceptive to things. Aren't you? He not this morning, but yesterday morning he decided to come on alive. So he stood there while he had his breakfast. He was eating his pear and had a little bit of a treat. Don't have your treat. I probably should have brought it with me. Would have been smart. Up. Yeah. Good bird. Eh? Oh, my wife's bringing his treat in for it. He'll go nuts for this. Give him just a tiny little bit of honey. Yeah, he loves it. He's a really great companion bird. Do you want a treat? Yeah, what's that? Oh. Yeah, what's that? Oh, he's just followed my wife. So I am from Victoria in Australia.
It's too far away.
Got that. Oh, thank you so much for the 2,500 likes as well, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I don't mind going to. I've been to Canberra a couple of times, and I find the weather there is just about as unpredictable as it is here. Every time I've been, so I can understand that. We had a nice hot day where I am, and we had a terrible thunderstorm across a little bit ago. I actually thought it might drop the power out, but it's gone overhead and not done anything. So.
For the Horde!
I know 7 for life. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, Melbourne is a really nice place. It's very like it's a mix of everything. It's probably the easiest capital city in Australia for someone from anywhere to fit in. Yeah, whether he's very British. where I am in Victoria, I'm a little bit out of the city, not too far away, but it's they call it the middle of everywhere because it's a really short drive to pretty much any type of natural feature you'd want to go see. You want to go see the snow. It's like half hour to 45-minute drive during that. Yeah, 4 seasons. The beach is like half an hour away. There's rainforest about 45 minutes away. Yeah, everything's really close. Lots of lakes that around as well. We're back in just 1 second because he's flown back into the room, but he's flown onto his higher perch, and now he's calling for me to come and get him. So we're back in just a second. I'm coming, Doctor. Actually, on second thoughts, he might have just been telling me he was going to bed. He'll go and tuck himself in. He's got a nice, almost like a nesting box that he's lined with feathers for himself. He gets in there and he plays around. We got him a new toy recently. It's like a dangly chain and it's got all these different little things for him to play with. So it's got like a tiny little croc and a little Converse shoe and a couple of harder toys and that. And he, you'll be watching during the day. He'll climb into where his toys are, and he'll just start going like crazy, and he'll start talking to them and hanging upside down and biting them. And just you can tell he's having fun. He's still a juvenile, reasonably juvenile bird. He's over 12 months old, but not too much over. So he's still very playful. Buff that we have. Grow everything.
I need more mana. My master is low.
Heal. These out. Thankfully, I'm like levels above them, so having so many jump on me isn't such an issue. eat, drink, and I'll be back in a second. Give me a feather. A feather for me. Alright. Back. Stay there now? You're gonna go play peekaboo again. Hmm? Hello. That's what I need to get.
I need to get closer.
Drag him back a bit because he will run off. Low. Don't really want him to die. There. Have to loot him.
My mana is low.
We don't run into too many spawns on the way out. I'm dead.
Something first.
Oh, where then? Just go, get, Arachia, or whatever its name is. Giant Kodo.
I need more mana.
Please? Funny boy. Aggroed. Go get Arachia. Oh, we explored all the areas here too. Like it. I have to try and find two photos. Pick them up. Yeah. I find the World of Warcraft Classic to be quite refreshing after after playing. I played the original World of Warcraft on release, and then I played through until Cataclysm, and then when they released Mists of Pandaria, I kind of went away and came back again, and went away and came back again with every expansion. But when they released the classic version of this, so the vanilla version, and then this version, the hardcore version, this was really refreshing. Bit of nostalgia for me. See if we can see Arachia. Ooh. Arachia, but we'll take it on. Get to the photo level. Take that. What's supposed to happen? Attacking. Get it down slowly. Do it. Forgot that the matriarchs, if you attack one of them, the other matriarchs will attack as well. Oh, we got one of the leathers. I can make the bag. Thank. Might even get one off Arachia. Across her. Speaking of. Jeez. Save some heal. Cast. Leather. Okay. So hand that quest in and get our rewards and a bear form from the other quest. might also because South Africa. I don't reckon it's 3,000 XP worth in that. Maybe when I go back to the 2.
Target.
I like watching the game, don't you? Such an iPad kid. So when I got him, he was 12 months old. I've had him for about 3, so he's about 15 months old. Maybe well, they told me he was around 12 months old, and his behaviours seemed to show that he was still reasonably juvenile. He has just started to reach the point where he's at his sexual maturity, and like very recently he was showing some signs of that, but yeah, he's very, very well behaved. He's even when he's playing and being like that, he's not really rough. Our birds during the day tend to fly in the ones we have inside, not in our aviary. They tend to fly free. So, but with him, he has to take turns with the budgies because rainbow lorikeets can be quite territorial with other birds. Well, he hasn't done anything. He's much bigger than them. His beak is much sharper. Because he's been showing some signs of reaching his sexual maturity. I don't want him to act out. But yeah, no, he's so adorable. Oh. He's still overcoming a bit of a fear of hands. Well, he will hop up on my hand, and like he's okay with sitting on my shoulder, and he'll hop on my wife's shoulder and my children. Not a fan of other people as much yet, and he's still scared of hands, which is normal for birds. So I may attempt to at some point. Big unknown with rainbow lorikeets. They don't always pair up when you buy them. And a lot of people that sell them don't necessarily know the actual sex of them. I DNA tested him to find out that he was a boy. Yeah, if I hadn't have done that, I'd still be playing the guessing game because you just can't tell. He does these little dances. He gets up on top of our air conditioner in the lounge room, which he knows he shouldn't. And he runs his beak along the face of it, and then he bobs himself up and down and does these little hisses and dances. He's particularly fond. He's discovered that if he the side of his head into my nose, he can give himself a little scritch with it. Particularly fond of that.
What brings you here?
He's going to be a form. Oh, let that feather there.
Greetings. We shall meet again.
Going to there, huh? haven't forgotten about you. You- He also doesn't seem very interested in his own mind. We have lots of wild rainbow lorikeets that fly around outside, and other birds that can get rosellas and crows, the average stuff that you get in your garden here in Australia. But the doesn't seem to call out to them a lot. Oh, you're showing off for the camera. He's more about doing his mimicking of the budgies. And he's quite friendly, like with the budgies. They have to, when they're out together, they have to be supervised. But there's one in particular that he goes and they kind of groom each other a little bit, and I just put down to like flock behaviour. They probably think they're all part of the same big flock and taking care of each other. Put you in. And he's pretty much toilet trained. We did some toilet training with him when we got him, and he wasn't tame at all when we got him. Like, he'd been cage bound, hadn't been handled, so what didn't know people at all, really. He'd been on a seed diet, which isn't really good for rainbow lorikeets. Not that they can't have seeds, but it can damage their tongue for how they eat nectar. So when we got him here, he learnt very quickly that where his perches are, he can go to the toilet. But if I hold him over a toilet, so he stands on my finger and I hold him over a toilet, he'll wait till I get him to the toilet. But I don't do that a lot. Flies back to his cage or his perches. I'm looking at yourself. Another Kodo then. Another one of those levels. That way. Hey, we got it. Bang. Yeah, I will. If I jump over to your perch there, you can. PDT time. I think at almost 5 a.m. PDT. At 7 a.m. they've got a restart, a server shutdown. They did one last night, so I don't know why they're doing one tonight unless they're updating the game client or putting a hotfix in. I think it goes down and I'll probably end my stream, but we're still a little bit away from that.
Well met.
Back if you want, Doctor.
Maybe eternal sunshine.
Okay. Out to the guy that's walking along with the quests. Hey Archer, how's it going? Oh, perfect timing then. Might have just missed my rainbow lorikeet. Oh, he's back now. But yeah, no, he's been sitting here with me tonight, streaming, showing off his wings, chattering. Not too bad. Not too bad. Just cruising along. I got my bear form in the game, so I'm pretty happy with that. Gives me a bit more of an advantage.
Greetings.
Oh yeah, no, he's very,
Ancestors
very
watch
colourful.
over you. How may I aid you?
Originally a result of a cross between a lorry and a... I can't think of what it is. Oh, lorry and a lorikeet. But they're in abundance here in Australia. I think some of them got imported over to New Zealand where they've become a bit of a pest. Affectionate. He's one of my emotes on Twitch. I turned a photo of him into one of the emotes. Yeah.
Everybody get up, it's the party song.
He's been cheeky tonight. He didn't want to hop into his bedtime. Normally he puts himself in, but he decided that he was going to stay out, and so after a little while I tried to convince him that it was a good idea, and he didn't want to, so he wanted to sit on my shoulder, so down he came. Yeah. Mimicking the budgies at the moment. It might be because normally when he's out and about he can see the budgies.
How? May the eternal sun shine. What brings you here?
Anything from you?
I've been expecting you.
Try and get those 3 levels. I can. Okay. Two new patterns.
Walk with the earth, mother.
I
Kind
am
of pays
just
for
this
the
thing.
training I just did. Run out of gold so quickly in this game.
Goodbye.
I'm trying to think when the last time I streamed when you were on Archer. I think it was earlier in the day and... No, it was really early in the morning. It was midday for you, I think. Yeah. To be honest, it probably would be tonight too if it wasn't for the server going down. Same as last night. I was on last night until about just after 2. Server went down at 2, and then I jumped back on Pez's stream to watch the last half of it. Last half hour, anyways. Before he called it. I thought he was gonna finish it last night. Didn't realise how much he actually had left to do. Thank you so much for the 3,000 likes over on TikTok as well. Status going back all the way up. The wind's really blowing around outside. Oh no, that's all good, Archer. The server goes down at 7 AM Pacific Daylight Time, so I'm at midnight here, so 2 hours time, roughly. always an unknown with how long it'll be down. Like they do their server maintenance where they drop all the servers on Tuesdays for us, but that was yesterday. So for them to be doing it, they've had something go wrong, or they've got to put a hot fix in place, or they're releasing a new client and they need everyone to update their game. But they say they expect it to be down for an hour. It could be a case that it's down for 15 minutes. Sometimes it goes a lot longer. That being said, I haven't seen their realm maintenances go for longer than they've said, about 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years. They used to be really bad in Wrath of the Lich King days and Burning Crusade days, where I'd say I'd be down for an hour or two and then it would be down for a day. I'd have to credit everyone game time. When it goes down though, it doesn't matter if it comes back in like 15 minutes. I'll probably just be down. Like I'll probably just cut the stream there, because I mean it would be getting quite early here, so I'll be back on tomorrow at some point too. You might not. Yeah, I apart from the fact that, like, I ended it yesterday, and I said if it came back up quickly, I'd probably jump back on. But I watched it, and after Hez finished his thing, I saw it come back on after 45, and I thought, oh, I could jump back on stream, but anyone that was kind of watching then was probably already onto something else, and I said, oh, I can't be bothered, jumping on and off and on and off for what was probably going to be a short period anyways. Might be why you didn't want to go to bed. Set my my notification when I went live as that I'm a pirate now, because I've got a shoulder parrot. Oh, I did. He does talk. He's just what's it called? A closet talker. So because he's talking is more recent. Like really been picking up words the last month. Before that he was experimenting with one, but now he's picking up, probably knows about 20 or 30 words, and puts them together in sentences, and he seems to understand what they mean. And like he knows the things that are terms of endearment. He doesn't like doing it in front of people, so he'll say he'll wait until we're sitting down on the couch and kind of not looking at us, and he's rifling around in a foraging box, or he's up on a perch somewhere. And then he starts talking, practicing. But if I'm like down the back here and he's up in the lounge room, I can just hear him talking off his head, to the point that I actually set up a ring camera that would be able to see where he is. And when we go out, I put on and talk to him through it, and he comes up to the camera and peeks at it and tries to talk to it and licks the lens. Barons. Quest. Knew there was a quest around here.
What brings you here?
Pretty awful quest line in here. You get off a bloke called Mankirk where he's like, "Oh, our village was raided. My wife's missing. Can you go find her?" And so that's in the lower level area of the Barrens, and where you find her is in down towards this area. So I've got to be careful walking through. Some of the stuff here will definitely kill me pretty quickly. That's level 18. But yeah, you find her and it's just a beaten corpse and it's been attacked by raptors. And you have to go and deliver the news to him. It's pretty solemn. Good, you could, you can. Huh? Continuing quite a walk up here. Mulgore was kind of an afterthought though. Durotar was kind of the main focus area for the Horde. Well, they have two of their races start there. They have what's its name? The Orcs and the Trolls start there. Taurens are kind of just off to the side. I agree, Nick. I agree. Unfortunately, for the classic vanilla experience, that's what we had when it came out. I remember the grind for the mount and being so excited when I got my first mount and thinking I was top shit. And then I remember being pissed off in Wrath of the Lich King when they did the Refer a Friend program and at the same time dropped the level for the mount and the cost. Like, and I think there were a lot of people, like older players at the time, that were like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Certainly makes it more challenging for the hardcore, that's for sure. One thing I don't want to see him bring into the classic version is the purchased mounts, the tokens. I did notice they brought them into Wrath of the Lich King Classic. But I think they might ruin this. As I was just saying before, that this one's been quite refreshing. Ziggy, I am on Skull Rock. Thank you for the follow too. Really appreciate it. Thanks. I need it. Once I get up to level 20 and get my cat form, should be on the right track. By the time I get to there, I'll probably start heading towards Stone Talon Mountains, but I'll just, why am I looking so sad? I don't think I am. Just, how I look, I guess. Yeah, leading to the thing, I have to go into Wailing Caverns for that, so... I'm trying to avoid a lot of the dungeons at the moment with this character. I've done a couple on some of my other ones, but this one I'm trying to get it to the end and level up like my leatherworking as I go and craft some gear, some recipes, and then I'll try and get into the end game content when I, do Molten Core and that, as after I've hit level 60 and got some gear about me.
Expecting
Quest. Yeah.
What do you need? Go with us.
Oh, actually, Seven said I look sad on TikTok.
What do you need?
Thanks, Ziggy. Appreciate it.
Strength.
My girlfriend Jenna is in an argument. Can you say I support Jenna's side to make her feel better? I need more information.
For the Horde. Dabu.
Feel like I'm getting into something I shouldn't be there. Oh yeah.
Blood and thunder.
That's what I get for reading out the messages. From these Barons quests, I think I've done all the others.
What is it? Beware the living. Goodbye.
Greetings. Go in peace.
One. Hopping bench.
Stronghold. Go forth to victory. For the Horde.
Wait.
Loktar.
I'm just going to jump on this flight path. Takes a couple of minutes, but I am going to go put Dr. to bed. Try to again. Cover it up. And then I'll just go grab myself a drink and all that. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Go.
So I'll just be right back. Right. Okay. Ready? I'm back. Sorry about that. I did have to change my shirt because he decided as I was putting him away that he would make a mess of my last shirt. So it's okay. That's what happens with birds. You get used to it. Good, we arrived in Thunder Bluff. Sit. Sorry that took a little longer than expecting to come back then. Right down the bottom of it. Quest. Want me to go talk to the Flight Master again and fly back?
May the
Interested as
eternal
fuck, man.
sun shine.
My next thing that I kill will be rested XP.
Peace, friend. Farewell. Be careful. Ancestors watch over you. Well met.
Crossroads.
Go in peace.
Oh, shit. There is another quest. Go back. Then down. Stuff I'm gonna keep. Items. I'd love to hit some things out of bear form with my mace, just to get the skill up, I think. Do have to go and discover one of these oases. It's not going to be one of those ones. Almost there. Got to get raptor heads already. It's a low-ish level quest for me.
Ah, I have just the thing for you. Be careful.
Still got the next. That one's easy. Yep, that one. Yep. That one will take me back to Thunder Bluff. main striders and get their beaks. My big mates. That skeleton will be. But it's not going to hit well. Don't. Come on, buff me whilst I've done the buff. I believe that strider meat is too, because there's a recipe that I can learn that uses apples called strider stew that gives a better buff than this one. The cooking gets further in. Hits are getting harder. Nice, that was a nice crit. I didn't even say no, Archer. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the welcome back. Very good for me. Not the biggest fan of doing this as a caster, but I really need to get this weapon skill. Kinda glad it's one of the things they got rid of. Into Wrath and Cataclysm. That and doing things like getting your unarmed up. I don't mean. How do any of these guys drop their beak? As I say that, one drops it. back. Go. Normally these things drop beaks straight away, so I've been killing them for a while by the looks of things.
I'm out of range.
Everyone's over on season of Discovery at the moment, so like there's next to no one in the chat. There's people here, just no one's talking. Crossroads chat used to be filled with Chuck Norris jokes. Once upon a time. And they split it into Cataclysm, the North and Southern Barons. Almost got my skill high enough that I can go back into bear form. Kind of shocked at the drop rate so low on these peaks at the moment. I don't think I've ever done this quest and haven't gotten a drop almost every single time. Hey. Getting killed by a raptor as well. Take him out of the equation. son's been watching. No, you're good, Archer. You're good. My son's been watching this YouTube creator for Minecraft called Crafty. Like goes on about it all the time. Showing me this Lego, crafty Lego he's got today. The 20-minute detailed version of how awesome Crafty is. It's good. It's good that for a 7-year-old he's passionate about something. But he thinks every time he sees me on here, because he's gotten me into playing Minecraft with him. Like not that I mind Minecraft, but every time he sees me on here, he wants to sit here and have me play Minecraft and play with me and have him narrate it like it's a YouTube video. I think I'll probably do with him. I just got to work on he was a little bit speech delayed. So he still struggles with some of his S's and that. He just speaks too quickly. But, school's really helping with that. Yeah, it's very nice to see him take an interest. That and Pokemon. He loves Pokemon. There's a Pokemon card fad go through school, so he's been caught up in that. So I used it, like I've got all the things that I've got here, like the Cricut 3D printer, and I've got a good toner printer and heaps of like sticker sheets and stuff like that. So I used my software that I've got for signing things, and I designed Pokemon cards with my son and made him essentially a Pokemon, and one for my daughter as well, and like they really enjoyed it. They they wanted multiple ones, and not just the normal, like, because I put them on card, not just the normal Pokemon card ones, but they wanted like the big versions of them as well that you can get in some packs. So I made them for them, then they took them to school, and then everyone at their school wanted one, and some of their friends from school that I've got, like the parents have got my number and that for when they go and play. They were contacting me asking me to make them for their children, so I ended up making a heap of these bloody Pokemon cards. My daughter wanted her teacher left midway through the year to go working. He went over to England on some special teaching visa to go over for 12 months. I think it's like a teacher exchange or something. So when he was leaving, she wanted to make him one, so we made him a special one to say goodbye, and I think he loved it. My daughter is a very soft and caring person, but switched on. So she's the one that's nuts on animals, and probably the reason we have so many birds, because she's such an animal lover. Like every morning she'll go out there and collect the quail eggs and eats the quail eggs, and when the babies are all born, she wants to do nothing but hold them and pat them. So, but when they're in the brooder, we just leave them in there with their mother till they're big enough. Yeah, she's a gem, my Anastasia. She's but I didn't realise how much she'd told her teacher about everything. So when I went in and she gave him this Pokemon card, and we 3D printed something nice. He was like, she just walked up to him with it, and he's like, "Oh, what's this? Is this another photo of your birds that you've brought in?" And I was just shaking my head, going, "Oh God." She's talking about all these bloody birds. We must sound crazy. Because we've got about like with all the ones that are in the aviary, and when we have babies, before they don't go to their new homes, we probably have around 40 at our peak, including like all the finches and quails. Like at the moment, I just got rid of a load of baby finches, so we've got 9 baby quail though, so we'd be around 35. So when the new teacher started, I went to the parent-teacher interviews, and she said to me, "Oh, do you guys actually have like 40 birds?" Because Anastasia was telling me, and I was like, "Oh no, surely not." And another student said, "No, they really like birds." So I was like, "Yeah, no, we have that many." And then I kind of had to explain, like, you know, because Anastasia's told her that got all these birds, and then she's talked about the rainbow lorikeet who lives inside. So then this lady's probably thinking we've got like 40 birds living inside, which is not the case. Most of our birds are outside. We do have the parrots inside, but that's because we can't put them in. Like the aviary we've got's massive, but I can't put the parrots in the aviary because they don't get along with the breeds in the aviary. They'll attack them. So all the parrots live inside and spend most of the day out of the cage and kind of just put themselves back in there. Yeah. So we sell. I do sell them to pet shops. So there's one in particular that's local. I know all the staff in there. They vet their buyers really well, and they don't do things like they don't clip birds with, which is
How may I aid you?
me,
Looking for something special?
because it can cause psychological damage to the bird. That and the birds, I don't sell them parrots or anything, because people tend to treat parrots
Goodbye.
differently. Like they see a price tag on a budgie for $25 and a price tag on a rainbow lorikeet for $300, and they think that somehow that makes the rainbow lorikeet better bird, and that's not necessarily the case. I was lucky with mine. But you know, so I get the babies, I get them to the point that they're fledged off their parents, and they've either started to, or they have, or they're distinguishing marks. So for the zebra finches, it's, you know, if they're male, they're going to have their orange cheeks through when they're born down their side, and with the king quail, it's the males will have a white chin and a darker feather plumage, and you can't put too many males in together, so people tend not to buy the males. You could see females if you like them, as long as you've got the space. The quails, we let them breed, like let them actually hatch eggs. Really, I only let them go this time because we've got one silver quail, and she was sitting on a big bunch of eggs, which means that they're predominantly going to be her eggs. Not all of them are, but gives you a good chance of getting more silver quail. So I let them sit on eggs. Normally the quail are raising their young, both in captivity and in the wild. That's why they generally hatch about 13, 14 eggs at once, because nature's told them that most of them aren't going to make it. And then, so I wasn't sure if sitting out there on the eggs itself, she would be able to get them to go, but I let her sit on them. And after a couple of weeks, I went out there in the morning, and all but 4 of the eggs had hatched, and we had 9, and we still got the 9, which is really good. The mortality rate of it was like 85%. We've had none go, and they're almost at they're almost got their adult plumage. They don't need to fledge like finches do because they're self-sufficient from the moment they're born. They eat themselves and drink themselves. Big clever birds. But they've been bred too much in captivity that with incubators that they tend not to know how to raise their young, and even when they do, not all of them survive. She's been good in the incubator. The mother's been good in the incubator with them, teaching them how to hunt stuff. You get little crickets and put them in. That's a bit of a treat for them, and a bit of extra protein. It's the most amount of birds I've had at any time, like the ones keeping and raising myself. So I did have a really big aviary when I was around 17, 18. I had another really big aviary and I lived with my mother. And I had peacocks and I had I had a couple. So one of them was like a chook house but bigger, and it had chickens, dark silky bantam chickens, and peacocks were kind of living in there. And then I had a heap of zebra finches and quail and lovebirds and canaries, stuff like that in that one. And I probably had, if you include the chickens that I had, I probably had around 70, but without the chickens around 50 that I comfortably sat at. Peacock babies were really good because I had a peacock and a peahen, so we'd have all the pea chicks every now and then. During the peacocks became a problem. They rezoned my mother's house from rural to residential, and it changed what the local government said you could have peacocks. Because it was the main one was roosting male. He used to cause problems and that for some of the houses that were being put up. So they went to a botanical garden nearby that already had peacocks, and then during the big bushfire they had here back in 2008, called Black Saturday. The other ones all got relocated, and it wasn't safe for them to be in the area. So some of them went to a couple of friends of the family that had birds, and once they were mingled with theirs, I just let them stay there. They wanted to have them in there, and I didn't want them to be in danger. At the time, I didn't have a driver's license, so if something had happened and we had to get out, I couldn't have loaded that many birds in. And I always wanted to get more birds and start over them. Like, we're in a town now. Peacocks can be very temperamental. Some of them are like geese, and they chase people off. Lucky my peacock's name was Phil, and creative me named the female peacock Mrs. Phil. He was a really nice peacock. They're not like a duck that you've got as a pet where you can go up and pat them and stuff like that. Peacocks have got a self-defense mechanism. If you tug on their feathers, they all fall out. I think the first time I ever heard him crowing, shit myself, because I thought someone was screaming for help, because they make this god-awful noise, and if you're not around, I don't know if you've ever heard peacocks before, but when it's mating season, males go, "Help, help." Sounds like someone calling for help. They're good at doing that. They're good at stealing food. Mine was renowned for, like, we'd have food just for the chickens, like special pallets, and peacocks had their own food, which was more suited to them. But chicken food must have tasted better, so they'd be constantly trying to scare the chickens off and get into the food. They had been known to come in, so where their hutch was in a paddock, and then you went into the backyard from there from the quite big gate. Because they can fly, they'd fly into our backyard and roost the trees and stuff during the day. And they'd come up on the back veranda and try and get in the kitchen and take stuff. Yeah. And look, it's funny seeing like the personality differences between individual birds too. Like, the doctor here, he can be like, he's quite a happy bird, but he can be quite shy. So he's sitting here, and you could see he's showing off his wings and stuff, and then he must be like, oh, because he looks at the monitor and he can see himself on the screen, and then he'd jump off onto a little perch I've got here for him, and then he'd sit there for a bit, and then decide, oh no, I think I'm right to come back on, and chirp at me, and I put my arm up, he'd jump straight over. Been doing that for about an hour. Then you go and look at like our budgies. Our first budgie, Bella, she is absolutely full of energy. She's the first one to jump on your finger. She'll let people touch her. Like she's not scared of hands.
Farewell.
Then you go to the next budgie we've got, Russell. He's very hesitant to jump on a finger. He will, but he doesn't like being touched. He's very shy. The third budgie, which is a rescue one my grandfather gave me, was being attacked by crows when he found it. He's a different bird altogether. Like, he prefers, if he's getting bathed, he'll only get bathed if you squirt him with a spray bottle, or he will come into the shower, which is, not all birds like to do that. And it's very camera shy. Like, all the other birds will kind of pose for the camera if you pull it out, especially the cockatiel. But you pull the camera out on him, and he kind of just like doesn't want to be photographed. Yeah, they do. Rainbow lorikeet loves the shower. He loves the humidity of it. But there's only 3 of them that would even contemplate coming in there. It's that budgie, which we call Buddy, rainbow lorikeet, and the cockatiel. Cockatiel loves the shower. The fourth budgie we've got, that's another crazy one. Like, it acts nuts. It hangs upside down, almost acts like the rainbow lorikeet half the time. And some of the things it does, you think it's got like a smooth brain. It acts really silly, but it's really intelligent. In their cage, because they've got this massive flight cage in the house, they have side panels and all that open up on it, and I normally leave the main door open, which has got a couple of perches on it as well. Then there's like ropes going around the outside and some natural perches around it, and all the foraging boxes on the top. One of the rope perches goes around to the side panel, and it goes and it looks around and sees which side panel door is open, and I'm going to go in this side. We did have them in a different cage, but we had to move it because this is the one that discovers how to get in and out of cages, so it tries its head until it fits through somewhere. And even like Doctor's cage, he doesn't need one with thin bars, and his is an enormous cage. It's like the top all open, got multiple things that come down. But if the cage is ever closed, he wants to go look in there. So he goes up, he flies onto the top of it, this little budgie. He squeezes himself between the bars, which he shouldn't be able to do, even though they're quite spaced. But he does, he gets right through. And then he teases the rainbow lorikeet. And then as soon as the rainbow lorikeet sees him in there, squawks at him, off he goes, he shoots up and he jumps out again. It's funny to watch, but you know, he's just such a cheeky bird. He started to open up with like being handled like he was being our last budgie. He didn't have as long to train. Like we had him in isolation for a little bit before he got joined in with the others, but he didn't pick up the training as well as some of the others did. And then as soon as you put him in with the other birds, they're really hard to train because they don't. They want to be part of their flock, but he's been picking up the training late, and I think it's a he. Although we named it Penny.
I have a deal for you.
But yeah, no, I think it's picking up the training and
Be
happy
good.
to jump on your fingers now and stand on your hand. Oh, already put one on there. In the aviary I've got outside, I've got like a kind of hose system. You think of the little garden misters that you get, and you connect a hose and it's got multiple ones that come out to water plants. Because they've got a big pond in there and plants in the aviary as well, which they keep trimmed down and they grow grass with any excess seed. I run the water in there for about 10 minutes each day, just to water the plants and give them all a bit of a spritz with the hose. And the finches don't mind it. They kind of get out of the way of the rain. Quail tend not to like it, so they go into, there's an area that's dry and it's got some sand and some tan bark down for them. But the canaries
Time
in there
is money,
absolutely
friend.
love it. So they
Have a good one.
just
Keep it real.
spend the whole time going down to the pond,
Be good.
showering while that happens. Actually, speaking of birds being smart, something I haven't really shown off of Doctor doing is when I first got him, because he was like he couldn't talk and I didn't know if he'd ever be able to, because some birds just don't learn how to talk. I was doing other things to kind of keep his mind
Ratchet. Hope you're looking for
occupied
work. Hey there.
and teach him
Just
things.
passing
So like he can turn around, he'll shake hands, he'll give high fives. He will poop on command. So if I hold him over a toilet, he'll poop when I tell him to, which is pretty cool, but gross at the same time. Comes in handy, or came in handy when I was toilet training him, because now he just kind of goes to one of the cages or where his perch is. Most of the time, it's very rare that he misses it now. Like the only time he really does is if he's perched on one of us. Like before when I was trying to get him in his cage. I had to bribe him with his honey to get him in there. I believe these things would be high enough level to take them off. guy I've got to get that's way up here. Another quest. Just work my way through these guys slowly.
Not enough rage.
Got this, well, M's got me this new keyboard, and it's fantastic. It's next to zero latency, and I was having issues with the other keyboard I had when streaming. That it was obviously dual streaming was using up too much power, so splitting the levels across the two, and then the keyboard's taken off that pressure until I eventually upgrade the PC. That's not quick though. I was getting this horrible lag. So I'd press forward and it would just keep running, or it wouldn't run for ages. Which in retail I probably wouldn't mind so much. Like, it's playable as it was, but it was annoying. Yeah, like it does make that much of a difference. It is a huge difference now. So I tested it, like what the response time difference was, and with that other keyboard and this one, it was almost half a second. But with the lag I was getting, it's eliminated that happening at all. Normally I wouldn't consider going and getting a gaming keyboard because I've never had that issue, but I haven't streamed in the past either, so OBS is one of those programs that chews up so much of the CPU. And the TikTok Live Studio uses up quite a bit as well. PC upgrade would make me able to be to stream both on the one PC again, but it's not a necessity at the moment. It would just be a nice to do. I was actually looking at some of those ones that Pez is sponsored by. They don't seem too bad. Before I got this computer, my old computer that I used to use for gaming, well, it was a laptop, but it was a gaming laptop. Like, I bought it ready-made from Lenovo. And at the time I got it with some custom specs as well, and it was really over-spec'd for gaming at the, like, considering I play these at the time. So, but that was like 10 years ago that I got that. 10 years of computers is massive change.
Not enough rage.
I think I might have said it the other day. I just wiped that. Like, I did a factory reset, took everything off it, all the software off it, and gave it a clean install. We'll take this guy on because I think quite a bit higher level than that. I'll do this. one thing I like about the tank form is this guy's like 3 levels higher than me. Apart from that, he's running away. I just took him out pretty easy, even though I had to heal. Makes such a difference to the playstyle for Druid. Even this guy's hitting harder. Drag these here. Twin mace. I hate that they run away and then they shoot. Oh, actually, I meant to ask you because you're in the UK. Something someone told me once upon a time. It's over there to get a sick day, like you don't accrue sick leave like you do here. So here, if you're a full-time employee, you accrue like 10 days of sick leave a year, and then to use it you've got to be able to substantiate that you had a reason. But most people in Australia, you kind of just get, like, you can go to a doctor and say I feel sick and they'll do a medical certificate for a day off work. Is it like that there, or do you just kind of, you can take time off whenever, as long as, like what I got told is as long as you've got a doctor to certify that you're sick, you kind of get the time off. People tend not to take sick days. Had a private prison provider here in Victoria, which you probably know because they're a British company, called G4S. And when they first came over and they did their enterprise bargaining agreement, and they got stuck with this for 3 years, they included unlimited sick days with it, as long as it was signed off by a doctor, and they didn't specify that it had to be a company doctor or anything like that. And they discovered very quickly that particularly prison officers were going to take advantage of that, and a lot of people had a lot of time off. Being given access to this unlimited sick day.
Rage.
Where I worked, it was one of those things that everyone kind of laughed about, that as a company they'd set that up. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. And we've got a like a national employment standard here. It sets out like the minimums. Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, thanks for sharing the live as well, Jasmine. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. We And we don't even really need a doctor's note. Even like if you go to a pharmacy here now, most pharmacists will write like to charge you a little service fee. It's cheaper than going to the doctor. Or you can do a statutory declaration to say that you were sick. Most companies will accept that. Not all of them, but most will. Yeah, no. From what you've said, it doesn't sound that bad. Like people coming up with, you know, something to poke fun at Australians. It is true. Most Aussies would take a sick day, just cause. At some point, anyways. They're starting to respawn. I just need brigands now. A little easy. Yeah. Pretty good in my risk management job. Like in 5 years, I was lucky to use 6 days of sick leave in 5 years, and like 4 of them would have been at once when I was really sick. But when I worked for corrections, like I left that job with no sick leave. Not because I used it all at the end either. Like I just had none. Everyone. There was a common thing in corrections is that most people had none. Not nice places to work.
Not enough.
Anyone who does that type of a job for what it is crazy. Like I think I've said it before. I got into it to try and help people, and then at the end of the day, it just kind of became a paycheck. When I realised that that's not what was happening, then yeah, moved on to bigger and better things. I have to come back down to this area like at least one more time to do another quest, but you can't do it until you've been down here. I think it's a bit of a cop-out. Actually, I was surprised that Pez was on tonight with how late he went to bed and having to work like 3 hours later. I thought that was crazy. I couldn't do that. That's for sure. Especially not with like that, because I know that they can be quite a drain as well.
Not enough rage.
Because I remember with my firstborn, like I put him down to sleep, and I feel like I just have to, you know, go in there and constantly check, and you'd be like, oh, no. He was such a soft sleeper, so I always thought like I'd look in there and you couldn't see his chest rising and falling, and so I'd be going up and up in front of his face to see if he was breathing. I was so paranoid. And then with my second one, you know, just look in and say, oh yeah, no, she's asleep. She also became a terrible snorer until she had her adenoids out recently. He's a madman, but probably why he didn't stick around for long after he finished. Yeah, I'd say that's why. I think he was really keen to finish it last night. He got to where he was, and then kind of realised, oh, I've got another few hours in it, and that's if it all goes smoothly. And I think people on TikTok were kind of egging him on to keep going, but he's done really well on his TikTok the last couple of weeks. Like, been sitting around 60 people average, and I think he was peaking at like 120 people watching tonight. And then he had he was in the rankings or the trending rankings. He was at one point he got up to 74. I think he dropped back down again, possibly out of the top 100. But you know, like, really good for him. I know, like, Twitch has got next to 0. Yeah. I've no doubt. Like, I dropped a portal in there for him, and normally if I drop a portal, I get like between 30 and a couple of hundred of people join. There were so many people in his live tonight that I think only 4 people joined from the portal, which is unusual. So I get all the coins back, but or most of them. But
I sure could use your help, kid. Keep it quick, kid. I ain't got all day.
he's funny with the coins like that.
Hope you're looking for work.
I send him all these coins, and he'll come back into my live at some point and drops a gift. It's generally worth quite a bit of coins as well. We just kind of do it to each other. I do it kind of spaced out to make his sound effect go off.
Hey, how you doing? Have a good one. Keep it real.
Oh, level 2. Oh, ding. Didn't even realise. Yeah, 100%. Like, and I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't expect it from him. Like, I don't expect him to come in and do that, which, you know, says a lot about him. He's very. I find him very genuine.
I sure could use your help, kid. Keep it quick, kid. I ain't got all day.
Like, yeah, you watch some streamers and it's very clear that they're there for the views, and you know, it can be a bit put on. But yeah, he's never seems really put on. Even like, you know, I know we talked about it the other day, but his Discord community is very much like that as well. It's not just a place to say when he's going live and what's going on in his life. It's about everyone else. Go do this. I've got the bulls. Try and get some rackets. Yeah, that's why I went to all that effort of you know, making the Pez dispenser and stuff for him, and that as well, because he is so genuine. And I actually thought it would be hilarious making those Pez dispensers. I've still got one here. I made myself one as well. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I have one, but I don't put it anywhere. I don't put it out. I think the only people that are part of it is Ems and my younger brother. And I created it when I kind of decided I was going to stream. But I thought, I don't really need it yet. Like, I'm tiny at the moment. I was probably lucky to hit affiliate so quickly. I certainly wasn't expecting it. I was streaming Banjo-Kazooie one night, and I just had a heap of, I got raided and it got a heap of follows all at once. Not that I think a lot of people have come back since, because I haven't streamed Banjo-Kazooie since. But yeah, All my other stats were already, like I had the watch ratio, which was from Pez, and I had the hours streamed, which I think is why Fash jumped in, because I think Fash was very close to hitting affiliate as well.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more.
I was shocked. I didn't realise that it actually met all the criteria for it. I woke up to an email saying I needed to go and fill out all the forms that I had to fill out in the agreement. And so I went on Twitch and had a look, and I realised what it was, and I filled them out, and we fill out these American tax declarations. It was almost instantaneous the time I hit submit on them that it all went active on the thing, and I had to buy a subscription to me not to get ads.
Not enough rage.
Actually, TikTok was very quick to offer a subscription as well. Once you get over a certain number of hours and go live, they offer the subscription thing. So I turned it on, but like, I don't expect anyone to subscribe. I think apart from showing support for people on there, like I subscribed to Pez on, no dramas. I subscribed to Pez on TikTok and Huddo, but that's more about showing support rather than access to emojis or anything. Gotten pulls, that's right. Bing, taking out raptors along the way. I didn't skin that. Start cloaking. But do that when we go into town next. Oh, I might compliment a bag. Then I can just work on upgrading them slowly. We'll fill them up. Not worried about first aid, really. I mean, it could be beneficial for me, but we're just gonna get these things. Get the stolen supplies. I might find the little cake thing around here too. Just another easy turn. Just glad to get it. Almost like to Crucible Flames, doing the starter quests there on this character, and getting it going through like all the hill spread areas over there. Yeah, going into here and in through Silver Pine and into Tarren Mill, Alterac and all that. I used to always enjoy questing in that area, like especially when they released the Blood Elves in BC, and everyone played a Blood Elf. That was the quest path for me. So I'd head over there, I'd start up in Silver Moon's area. I forget the name of it now. And yeah, just kind of work my way down. Spend most of my time in the mind you, by the time Wrath was coming to an end, I had power level tunes down to fine, especially with Dungeon Finder. That was a tool that changed the game. Don't let me squeeze pick. It doesn't surprise me. You can't do it. Keg. Because that's an easy thing. There's a chest over there. We're gonna get the server shutdown message. Yeah, not far. I'm gonna go get the chest. I'm probably gonna have mana pots. And I want those. Definitely.
Rage. Rage. Not enough rage.
Damn it.
Rage.
Plenty of backspace. Hey, couple of yellow ones. Exactly. Gives me a bit of a buffer in an emergency, at least. 2 water seekers is only 2 waters. This one, 2 water seekers.
Not enough rage. Rage. Not enough rage. Not enough rage.
Some respawns over this way in a second. Water. Good thing about these yellow times is if you cast them at the right before you get into a battle, they keep yourself up for a bit longer. Really handy when I used to solo content, like the old raids. Particularly when I started soloing the CG at the start of like once I was older, Wrath, and I wanted the Swift Land Tiger and the Swift Rizishi Raptor. I never got the Raptor, I did get the Tiger, but I go in there every week and solo the raid, the whole raid, including Hakar, to try and get the mounts and pick up the stuff and sell it for gold. Like I enjoyed doing it. There was a couple of my guild mates who used to go in and we'd all agreed that if it dropped, we'd roll on it. Lucky for me, it dropped 3 weeks before they removed it. But yeah, running it the first time solo was difficult. Only the mechanics for it. It's just, yeah. It was not something that
Not enough.
he was really up to standard for, and then the gear got better, the enchants got better, especially with the stuff from OCC and that. By the time I finished going through Cataclysm, I was able to solo almost 5-man hard mode. I was surprised that the gunship fight glitched out like it did, so that you could. I wouldn't have thought that it would, but hey, it did. These only. Out here for a long time. Hey, must have been scared of the storm. Stay up like that. Been other times he hasn't wanted to go to bed, but I've been able to convince him quite easily. But you know, he was adamant he kept coming out and flying down here. But yeah, something must have spooked him. Sneak around here. Why? Set my hearse.
I need to get closer.
10 minutes to get back. Close there. It's still aggro on me. To get us all moved on way past 2. Then I can kind of situate myself in the inn. Well, the server shuts down, so at least I get rested. So in that 9 minutes when the server shuts down, I'm going to end my streams, but I will be back. Can't say tomorrow because I'll be back tomorrow too, but it'll be later today. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here. I've been streaming for over 3 hours though, so it's not too bad. I'll probably jump on a bit earlier tomorrow. Don't know what my Friday will look like for streaming. My children have got a Christmas school concert, and it's very important to me. What I'll be doing. My son's learnt the sign language for the song, singing, which I think is a variation of that, B-I-N-G-A, but it's S-A-N-T-A, Santa. He's over the moon about that. I'm actually pretty impressed with how much not just my children, but children, the progressing. They've picked it up really fast. My son's best friend is a deaf student, so I might pick up a little bit quick because of that. But the other kids pick it up so quick. Yeah, I don't know, just, they must be doing something right with the teaching. I'm gonna Duolingo style. Speaking of Duolingo, I got another notification today saying, oh, you've done 120 days of German lessons. Why would you not want to do more before the year ends? I haven't been on the app for like 4 months, so I feel like it's scolding me now.
Blood and thunder.
That's that one done.
Some.
What? Not much XP as I expected from those two.
Go for.
Now once we go back and realize where the supplies were. And oh, I'll get that course through to make that bag. Otherwise I forget. I can do some leather work.
Got the good stuff, man.
That's not red.
What are you looking
Away
for?
from the voodoo.
Strength.
West.
Looking for something special? Walk with the Earth Mother. May the eternal sun shine upon me.
50. Time 32. I'll have to go back to the wolves. Egg. I'll probably do some farming while tomorrow, before I go live. Get some more leathers and some of those meats to it's really something you want to come and watch on stream. It can be quite boring. Great.
Greetings, man.
When I was farming my alchemy on my main in retail, flying around looking for the recipe for the vial of forgotten sands to make the sandstone drake took ever. I'm glad I wasn't streaming back then because that would have just been a pain to do. Upgrade for me. They're a big upgrade too. Use the rest of those leathers to make gloves, so. Let's create some light leathers. Shut down time. me.
What brings you here?
So, keep. Stuff off. That.
Winds be at your back.
So I've got. That's right. Next time I go to Dunloff, I can learn some more. I should be able to almost learn next what? The next level of leatherwork. Good, we're almost at a gold as well.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Well, that's monumental in the grand scheme of things, but at this level, I be happy about that,
We
especially
shall
with the training
meet
I've done.
again.
Right. In the last minute dancing before the server shut down. Stop my dance. Give everyone for watching. I will be back later today. Like I said before, 2 a.m. now. So I'll probably be back after some point after lunch for me. Maybe even a little later in the day. Or tomorrow night. Tonight, I should say. Thanks for the just over 3,000 likes, the shares, and the new followers. Really, really appreciate that. And the people chatting in chat as well. Thank you so much, Archer, over there on Twitch as well. Not sure if you're there still, but I know you did say you were BRB before, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Right, thanks everyone. Bye.